On the Euthanasia of a Pet Dog by Elizabeth Smither. Elizabeth Smither was born in New Zealand in 1941. She worked as a librarian. Her poems notice details of everyday life. She was interested in the Catholic religion. Euthanasia is the act of deliberately ending someone's life to relieve suffering. As of June 2016, human euthanasia is legal in the Netherlands, Belgium, Colombia, and Luxembourg. A dog is an important member of the family. Have you any memories of a pet who died? Do you agree with a vet putting your pet to sleep, giving a fatal injection, if there is no cure and they are suffering? Stanza 1. Lightly she fell where the vet's hands held her. The dog died and fell softly to the ground, supported by the vet's hands. Alliteration of H. Hands held her. 3 soft sounds to show how gently the dog died between the hands of the 2 vets. The 2 vets who came with shaver and syringe. Here we learn about the tools the vet came with in order to give the dog an injection. Shaver and syringe. Again, alliteration of the S sound to show how softly and gently the vets handled the dog before she died. 2 young blonde girls just out of vet school. The 2 young vets maybe had little experience with euthanasia, so they were doing it very carefully and very, very gently. And she died between them, surrounded by petting. The dog died between the 2 pets, between the 2 vets, and they were petting the animal by rubbing it to show lots of love and affection. It was 3 o'clock. All day we sat with her. The dog finally died at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock has significance in Catholic religion because Jesus was said to have died at 3 p.m. on Good Friday. What could this mean? Perhaps the family think it's a sign that their dog will go to heaven. Singly or together, making our farewells. Each family member came one by one, either alone or as a group, to say goodbye to their friend the dog. While she sniffed the bright day, heart heaving, the dog lifted her nose to take some of her last breaths. Her heart was heaving, her heart was heavy. Again, soft sounds to show how silently the dog died. And lifted her muzzle to the faint breeze. She lifted her muzzle, her nose, to feel the gentle breeze outside. She knew she was leaving this world and wanted to feel this one last time. And when it was over, we each wept copiously. When she died, we all cried in large amounts. The vets departed. We gave into our grief. The family cried deeply when the vets finally left. As though we were rushing to basins to bend over. The family were in so much pain and grief that they were too weak to stand up straight, and instead were bending over sinks, pouring water on their faces to wipe away their tears. Here we see again the alliteration of B, basins and bend. Hands held to faces, we stumbled and stooped. The family were crying so much they couldn't stand up straight or see where they were going. They felt like they were stumbling or falling around the house and stooping, not walking up straight. Again, we have some soft sounds of alliteration here. Hands held, stumbled, stooped. She lay on the carpet so soft and plumped out. The dead dog is comfortable now. She is no longer in pain. She was plumped out like a pillow. All dehydration gone, all clenching of sinews. The dog is no longer dehydrated. The dog is no longer in pain. She's no longer clenching the muscles on her bone. She's now pain-free. She stayed there for hours so we could caress her. They spent hours saying goodbye to her and rubbing her and giving her lots of love. And talked to her finally and bless her. The family said their final words to their friend the dog, and they said some prayers and blessed her and hoped that she will go to doggy heaven. The last two lines rhyme, caress her and bless her. This shows the poem has come to an end, and also the family have come to accept the dog is not in pain anymore because of their decision to put her to sleep. How do you feel about euthanasia now?